How to really pray the Neville Goddard's way. So yes, my friend, this is what we'll cover in this video. What in essence does prayer mean? Because most people believe that prayer is basically hoping and asking an outer authority outside of us, outside of our awareness of being, to redeem our wish, to like give us what we are praying for. But it is always like most people believe it happens on the outside. So it's like we need to, by prayer, we need to deem ourselves worthy of what we are praying for. And so the prayer is the vehicle that we use to pray to that higher intelligence, to God, to whatever it is. Like decide what you want to pray to. But it's on the outside of you. And so if you pray enough, like if you spend enough time in prayer, in this like outside authority, then it will eventually fulfill your prayer, which is obviously not the case. And you can prove that to yourself, by yourself. So it's like, test my words. Don't believe what I say. Test them, because it's like this, it's a secret. And you can only reveal that secret if you decide to give it a try. The secret is, my friend, that the one who you are praying to is your awareness of being. So the wall of assumption, which is what Neville teaches, right? So the wall of assumption states that life is always reflecting to you what you're aware of being in yourself. So what you're aware of being is what you're experiencing. And what when you're praying about something, like the right way to pray, the Neville Goddard's way to pray, is to actually convince your awareness of being that you already possess, that you already have, that you have already received that which you are praying for. So let's say you pray for riches, you pray for a new job. And so, because you don't like the current circumstances in your current job. And so, instead of hoping that you will receive that new job, what you want to do when you're praying the Neville Goddard's way is that you want to appropriate, you want to really investigate, inquire within yourself. What would be the feeling I would feel if I were already if I already got that new job? So if they already, what was this word in English? Yeah, if they already recruited me to that new job. So how would I feel if I just receive the message from my new boss that I was approved? What would this feeling be like? How would I feel when I have already met all my new colleagues and I've made friends with some of them? How would I feel? What would be the feeling that I would experience if this were the case? This, my friend, is prayer, appropriating the feeling of what you want. So the answered prayer, this is the feeling of your wish fulfilled. And the only way to experience your wish being fulfilled is to communicate the present identity, this present version of yourself. You just, in meditation, you close the door to the senses. You go back within yourself, back and further, deep within yourself. And when you reach that core of your being, who am I? At the depths of myself. I am vast, pure, empty, formless, faceless, awareness of being. In that state, the state akin to sleep, you inquire, how would I feel if what I really wanted was already the case now? Can I allow myself to receive it? If yes, what feeling would that create within my body? And so you let that feeling generate itself and flourish. You relax into that feeling. And if you find a conflict within yourself that you cannot experience that new feeling, then you question, what is it? You inquire, what is it that is saying, that is stopping me from receiving that which I want? What must I believe? What must my previous identity believe about myself that is in conflict with what I want? And so let's say part of you might be afraid that this is too much. I'm not sure I deserve that. It's like, what do you think, what will people think if I got that new job? Whatever it is that you're praying for. And so you let that doubt come in, the awareness of your being, and you let it just be there. And then you compare it with the feeling of your wish fulfilled. And so it's like you try to see whether this doubt that arises has anything to do with the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Is it contained within the feeling of your wish fulfilled? Or is it fighting it? And if it's fighting it, can you let it dissolve? If it's contained, can you let it go and have faith that it is part of a bigger process? And so this is the secret of prayer, my friends. Appropriating the feeling of your wish fulfilled on the inside. And so whenever there is something that states the opposite of your wish fulfilled, you investigate it. See, why do you believe it? What is the payoff you're getting from that? Does it make you feel safe? Does it make you feel small? And let's say being small is safe because you're not seen by people. And like if you were seen, it's scary. It's not safe. So what is it that's the payoff? That's the attachment to the doubt you have, to the feeling of that answered prayer. You need to be aware of that because you can only let it go when you're aware of it. And this is the only way. It's like if you could just go really deep into your awareness of being, and from that state, whenever you feel absolutely formless, faceless, vast, expansive, from that state of unconditioned awareness of being, you could just activate, trigger the feeling of your wish fulfilled. But if you can't get into such a deep state, then what you do is you see what you want to investigate, inquire what is the opposite of what you want. Because if you see the opposite of what you want and let it go, then you clear the space in which what you want can appear, in which now you'll be able to appropriate the feeling of your wish fulfilled. So these are like the two ways to do it. Me personally, I like to do the one with deep meditation sometimes, like whenever I feel more like, let's say, my wife's Tao isn't as active, and whenever I'm on the outside, I'm with people, I'm using the self-suggestion method, the like conversing, just contemplating with myself. Okay, I know what the feeling of my wish fulfilled is. For example, the feelings I'm currently working with are significance, the feeling of contributing, the state of curiosity to others. So it's like a feeling of honor, of contribution. So these two feelings, I know that those are the feelings that if I were to experience more in my life, they are symbols of what I desire to experience. And so I'm contemplating, I'm allowing them to come into awareness. And when they come into awareness, they shine light on all the limiting beliefs that are in contradiction to those feelings. And so when I see those limiting beliefs, now, since there is light shown upon them, I'm not sure if this is a word even, but since they're now enlightened, I'm able to see and clearly decide whether I want to believe them. And it's most of the time I still want to believe them because they're giving me some payoff. And before I see the payoff, I cannot let them go. But when I see why do I want to believe them, like these limiting beliefs that are in opposition to the feeling of my wish fulfilled, then I'm able to let go of the payoff. And now, since there is clear space, the space is freed up. what this space is now, what is coming up in that free space is the feeling of significance or the feeling of contribution, which are some of the feelings that I'm appropriating within myself. And this, my friend, is how you pray. So in essence, when praying, close the door to your senses and believe that you have received that which you are praying for. You have received it. It's already in the past. So if it's in the past, it's okay to allow yourself to feel the feelings of an answered prayer. This is the secret. Give it a try, my friend. So I hope you try this video. I hope you found this video to be helpful. I trust this is the case, actually. So if this is the case, like it, comment down below. Let me know what's your experience with wolf assumption and how do you love practicing it the most. If you're new to the channel, also subscribe to the channel because I'm sure you'll find the content here so valuable. That being the case, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now. Enjoy your day.